Alright. Hopefully we don't keep getting freaking interrupted. This second time they're interrupting me. Okay. Sorry. What happened now? Why is it so dark? What? Okay. Reach out. You almost laugh. You resist the desire to stretch, knowing that the claustrophobia comes next, and retreat a little from your central nervous system. It isn't painful, not like you used to know pain at least. In emergency mode, pain is a message delivered with efficiency and ease, a reminder that harm is imminent. There is no insistent throb, no trembling nerves, just a warning delivered with the banal quality of a digital notification. Right now, there are thousands of them. Remember the plan. You mostly remember that it wasn't a good plan, but then your options were limited, and once you got the itch to get out, by any means possible, it was either that plan or something much worse. It was at least simple. Collapse the shaft, drift away into chaos, slip into a cargo processing, steal yourself into containers, just hope the freighter left before you were missed. Some were lost in the shaft. Others never found the meeting point. Only a few made it to the containers, but the freighter, as far as you know, left. That feels like enough. Enough to know that you might no longer be on the grim and heartless rock. Even if, in the airless hold of a freighter, you might freeze solid long before you reach your destination. Wait for the cold. Try to rest. But you are restless. It has been a long time since you left. Surely weeks, maybe months. You are dully aware of damage to your legs, your right arm. You've been reserving energy as much as possible, but your body is still need to shut down many of its systems to protect you. You've spent much of that time asleep, knowing that anything else would be impossible to endure. You feel the weight of that impossibility begin to gather. It is time to sleep again, to nudge this false body into inducing delta waves in your emulated mind, and once again recoil into a dream of when you were a person. Time passes. The cold creeps further in. You feel something. Warmth. Not true warmth, but the indication of its presence. Your joints release from their rigor. Sound, too, everywhere, screeching and shimmering, so loud that your body ducks your hearing to protect its sensors. Then light. White as the cold, softer and softer until as a haze of dirty yellow a figure appears. You are out. Dragos. Pragmatic salvager. Huh? It's been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the container. You sit huddled in a corner of his scrapyard, swaddled in your reflective folds of a mylar blanket. You are slowly coming back to consciousness, back to life, and you stare at the heater. You're surrounded by angular, incoherent lumps of ships, some corroded beyond recognition, others still carrying glassy wounds along their edges, where a plasma arc has sliced them apart. As you trace their shapes with fogged eyes, you hear a voice. So, Sleeper, you all thawed out yet? Almost. Never seen one of you come in like this. New frames must have been better preservance in sub-zero vac. Seen more than a few of you frozen solids. Cold plates were inside outer locks in my time. They weren't so lucky. Dragos comes into focus, shrouded in makeshift tech. His headset with its glinting eyes and the mark of a drone operator on his shoulder. One of his symbiotically linked drones perches, its irising eye locking onto you with an unflinching stare. Last living sleeper that came through this yard was a while ago. They didn't last long. You struggle to read his expression beneath the tech, but he seems lost in a memory for a moment, or perhaps he's just figuring out what to do with you. I plan to survive. You aren't sure if he hears you. I want to ask what led you to do it, to sell yourself to a corporation. I suppose you know you can't go back. Your old body, that's theirs now, and you are just software. Rogue emulation, illegally possessing corporate property. You nod along. You remember biometrically signing the forms, the cold floor on your feet as you place the sleeper cells, added to the sleeper cells. The promise of a life off-world, but as you do, you get the now familiar sensation that these aren't your memories. These are things you know, but not things you feel. You are no longer that person. You are an offshoot, a copy. What you won't know is what's ahead. At least the last one did. There's no easy way to put it. That body of yours is falling apart. It's the same for any sleeper who makes it out. Wants to protect their property, but if they can't keep a hold of you, well then no one can. You remember that too, or at least rulers of the other sleepers planned built-in dependence on the regular image supplements that were part of your routine. Stop taking them and your body begins to shut down, separate from your emulated mind. How long has it been? How long do you have? But for now, sleeper, you are one of the lucky ones. Dragos glanced up and away towards the glassy dome of the yard. The Eye is the best place you can be right now. The Eye. The station. You'll see soon enough. Dragos impatiently shifts his weight. Look, I've got things to getting on with. He trails off. There's an old freighter container I've been using as a storage out in the stacks. We haven't been pulling much valuable scrap these days, so you're welcome to it. Something wells up inside of you. Emotion, fatigue. You shakily get to your feet. Thank you, Dracos. Oh! Alright, you head up there. You look like you need some rest. And with that, Draco stalks back into the Rex, his drone already converging on a rusting hulk. Plasma flashes and silhouetting his spindly figure as he returns to work. Welcome to Ireland's Eye. Life on the Eye runs in cycles, during which you can talk to characters, explore areas of the station, and perform actions. At the end of each cycle, you need to head to your current home to rest. Resting will move time forward on the station. Head to the empty container location to rest and end the cycle now. Empty container. You're home for now. All cycles need to end. Rest and prepare for the next one. Cool. First cycle. You wake curled up in the corner of the container and slowly begin assembling the world around you. After all this time, you still find this body, the one you wake in now, strange and disjointed. Its messages readable, but somehow wrong. You sit up, pulling the mylar blanket close against the cold. Here you are on this ruined station, millions of miles away from anyone you know. Are you still in the system? Did any of the others make it out? It's impossible to know. After all this, what matters? Building a life. Maybe you did get lucky, finding yourself here. Maybe here, on the edge of everything, there's a life for you to build. But before you can build anything, you'll need to learn to survive. Maybe you can do that. You can make a life for yourself. Dracos has a few comforts in the container, the mylar blanket, the bedroll you slept on, a canister of water, a makeshift electric stove, and some faded sachets of some desiccated powder. You thumb the power stud on the stove and begin to boil the water. The contents of the sachet smells like a damp wood, and you sprinkle them into the liquid. As the pungent smell washes over you, images from your restless sleep come back to you. A ring, like the station, a skeletal, a ghostly constellation of bright polygonal shapes, like angular suns burning into your mind. There's something unpleasantly visceral about these things. It is long after you finish shrinking before they begin to fade. You tidy away the stove as best you can and try to gather enough energy to greet the day. What is that? Flickering. Tutorial. Condition, action, dice, and energy. Condition. Your condition represents the current state of your artificial body. Okay. My health. I see that. It depletes by 1 segment each cycle. You can also be damaged by violence, injury, or lack of food. If your condition were empty, you will suffer a breakdown. You have to figure out how to recover your condition now that you have no longer access to corporate pharmaceuticals that were keeping you alive. Action number 2. Action dice. At the start of each day, you roll your action dice. These dice can be used to perform actions on the station. I see. 2, 3, 3, 3. The number of dice rolled is based on your current condition. The worse your condition, the fewer dice you have. Okay. Once you've used your dice, you cannot take any further actions and must rest to recover them, ending the current cycle. Energy. You also need to eat to survive. This is represented by your energy bar. Okay, we're low on energy. 2 out of 5. You can fulfill your energy bar by eating. But first, you'll need to find somewhere to get food. Your energy depletes by 2 segments each day. When starving, energy loss becomes loss. Condition. And your condition will also deplete at a double rate per cycle. Ouch. Okay, so we got our health. Alright, there's 5 segments. We got maximum of 5 dice. You have maximum of 5 energy. Health, dice, energy. Gotcha. Alright. So now, leave. Dragos is standing in the corridor where you close up the container. He is still wearing his headset, and in the harsh light of the corridor, you realize it's implanted. A drone sits on his shoulder, its cache of sensor lights rapidly rising. How are you feeling? Okay. The drone chirps. Good to hear. You notice that beneath the upper rig, his skin is marked by burns and blotches. I know the container isn't much, but it'll keep you safe. He pauses. So I'm not going to chit-chat too long. You well enough to work? Sure. Of course. All right then. He nods. I'm working hard, man. I gotta work hard. At the yard, it's simple stuff. We hack these old hulls down, sell them off to the shipyards or the bright market dealers for pyro. Occasionally we pull out something with a bit more value, but most of what comes in is scrap. It's hard to find good hands here, but I figure as a sleeper you'll be used to the manual labor. And obviously I'll slip a few chits of commission based on what you turn on. Understood, sir. I will work hard. That's why I'm a hard worker. I'm not very smart, but hey, I work hard. He shuffles his feet nervously. Look, I wouldn't usually do this, in my opinion. You'd be best suited moving on as quick as you can, and sleepers, well, trails off. But things being the way they are for me at the yard, he pauses. I need the help. I'm happy to, man. You saved my life. Okay. He pauses, thinking of something else to add. Look, just come down to the yard when you're feeling fresher. There's plenty to do. Will do. He nods distractedly and turns and walks away, the drone hopping along ahead of him. See you later, he calls back. Looks like it's time to go to work. Let's work hard, man. Let's go. Draco's yard. Dragos. Actions are the primary way to as you interact with the world of Citizen Sleeper. To perform an action, select with the D-pad and A button, and then choose an action dice to assign. Hold that section. Even the rustiest holes can hide valuable components and materials. Extracting them means cutting carefully and skillfully. Okay. Risky. Engineer. Repeatable action. Manual salvage. It's going to take some time to sort and endure and cut your way through the towers of salvage, but you're no stranger to hard labor. Of course, man. Heck yeah. Actions reward you with clock progress, energy condition, or items depending on your outcome. There are 3 types of outcomes. Positive, the action goes better than expected. Neutral, the action succeeds. Or negative, the action fails. Action dice affect these outcomes as follows. If you get 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's 100% chance positive. If you get 5, 50% chance positive, 50% neutral. If you get 3 and 4, 25% neutral, 50%, okay. And if you get a 1 or 2, so 1 or 2 is bad. 3 or 4 is decent, neutral, 5 is pretty good, and 6 is the best. Gotcha. Alright. Repeatable action. Type. Either critical or repeatable. Critical actions can only be performed once. Repeatable action. Repeatable action. 2. Risk. Either safe, risky, or danger. It's pretty risky. If it's safe, no loss of condition, energy, or cryo. If it's risky, negative outcome means cryo or danger. Negative outcome means condition and loss. Neutral outcome can mean cryo loss or energy loss. Damn. It's dangerous. Even if we get a neutral, it can still be bad. 3. Skill. The skill that this action requires. Either engineering interface, endure, intuit, or engage. Modifier. Either -1, 0, +1, or +2. This is added to the action dice when it's slotted and improves its value. Some actions require +1 or more. Okay, I get the basic gist of it. Now what? Now what? Oh, which one do we want to do? Do you want to play it safe or hold dissection? Maybe let's play it safe, right? Until things get better. 50% positive, 50% neutral, 25% negative. Okay. Now what? Back in business. Action often progress clocks. Clocks are displayed in the actions that fill them, and they track your actions, how they affect the world. Filling a clock means something good or bad is about to happen. Some clocks, such as the one tracking Draco's death, are cycle clocks. These clocks tick themselves once each cycle and can complete without player input. Any active cycle clocks will be displayed at the action bar. the icon for that location. Back in business. In Citizen Sleeper, you unlock drives that you discover more about yourself and the world. Drives guide you in pursuing specific objectives depending on which path you wish to make. You can track drives. Scroll the station, rotate the camera. Good luck. You are now free to explore Alan's Eye and make a life of yourself here, tracking a drive to help you survive. Look for food to keep your energy up and a way to recover condition. Fill clocks to progress stories and find new opportunities. Remember to end cycle at your home when you are out of dice. Alright, man, this is it. We're starting our life now. Let's go. Nice. Should we do something risky? Nah, let's just do this, man. Let's just do this. Let's keep doing good. Nice. Manual salvage. Nice. Back in business. Positive outcome. Plus 10 cryo. Okay. Can we back out? View character. Hey, that's me. Skills. I'm an engineer. Work with machines and physical tools. 0, 0, 0. Into it. I'm not really good. Approaching problems with awareness. Upgrade points. I don't have any upgrade points. Empty container. Trico's yard. Which window? Wet dock. Old dock terminal. Wet dock. Bustling open market. Kairos? But I don't have any Kairos. Ask for directions. Why wander when there are hundreds of people that live and work within the right market? All you need is courage to approach them, explore the market. It's still quite risky. Oh, but that's bad for me. Engage is still better. Huh. Well, that's it though. We gotta go rest because we used up all our thing working. So, let's just rest for now. End of the cycle. Wait, what? Your frames, photosynthetic skin allows you to gather energy. Oh wait, there are some things that are safe though, remember? There are some things that are safe that we can check out. Anyway, if they're safe, they don't cost any energy. Nope, that's just work. Old dock terminal. Steal dock plans. Are you crazy? I just got out of a crazy life. I don't need to attract attention to myself. Just want to settle down. Find a nice girl, start a family, that's it, you know? Can't go up, why not? Caro, currency, cryptocurrency stored in the airwall. I have 40 bucks on me. Let's just rest for today then. Because we're exhausted. Wait, what? Huh? Perk, sunbathe. Oh, I don't have that. I don't got none. I need to be able to find food. You can find that in the thingy though. Damn, you're starving. This time you don't wake up. Instead, the ghost at the station, the shifting skeletal rig surrounds you. This time, for a moment, you are gone. Acid from your own body stretched out across a colorless void, and the connection begins to establish itself. Threads tugging on the edges of your mind. These threads become vectors of your exchange, and then extensions. As you feel your thoughts slipping away down them, dissolving into the millions of distributed nodes they connect you to, you see the station. No, you feel the station, like a web of texture in a smooth background. Observe it. Even though you have no eyes, no sight, you can feel/see the map of the station. No, not the map of the station, but the map of its connection. It's a looped cloud with spooks and spires that jut out into space. Ingrown thing full of obsolete leaves with severed pathways, a system and a map and a territory all at once. You notice a tugging feeling pulling at you insistently as if it were a small child. Somehow it's pulling you in two directions at once you look down. Everything shuts off. You come back traveling to an unfamiliar body, both yours and not yours. Once you find yourself standing in the container, eyes now open to the dark steel walls, you feel a change within you. A shift. You close your eyes for a second and you feel it waiting there, a station splayed out across your mind, a storm of connective nodes waiting to be explored. And it is gone. We are starving. Alright, let's get out of here. We got a 5 though, that's like a very, very good thing. I think it's best if we go with this one and we give it a 5. 50% positive and a 50% negative. No, neutral. See what happens. Nice! Local knowledge! We passed! Local knowledge. A bright market is the busiest part of the eye's lower rim. You can find anything and everything here. Let's get it, man. Let's freaking get it. Let's go! Hardware exchange? Food! Wait, what? Oh, okay. Street food vendor, let's go! Emphas is busy, his broad face upheld by the makeshift gas burners in front of him. With precise, delicate movements, he lays thick chunks of marinated fungus into a dented wok. His other hand idly tossing a metal bowl of sliced vegetables in some red flecked dressing. The smell is incredible. Hey, my boy, what's up, Emphas? You watch as he fulfills a set of orders, heaping the fungus with the bite salad and dispositing into tray and positing. A stack of chits rattles into his apron and pocket as customers follows. Approach. You join the queue. It's mostly made up of off-duty salvagers, back suits unzipped and rolled down to expose stained vests, grubby mods, a lattice of scars and tattoos. They discuss the best food on the eye, the best drink, comparing notes on bright market dives. Their words cut through with heavy spacer slang. Eventually, it's your turn, and you shuffle to the front. Emphas speaks in a deep, even tone without looking up. First time is free. Thank you. The smell is almost unbearably strong as he cooks. The earthiness of the fungus laced with something so spicy the smoke makes your eyes water. The heat from the burner is like a bonfire, and your skin hardens in its glare. I know you sleepers, Emphas says while he cooks, his voice deep but clear. A hard life, a lot of stories. He glances up from beneath his cap with piercing eyes. I know. Tell him a story. We get to tell him about your journey to the eye, and he nods as he cooks, his eyes never leaving his work. You tell him of the confusion and pain, but also the sense of possibility and its sudden arrival. You tell him of the cold and dark of the container and the endless cycles spent within it. Now it seems, you tell him, like some dream that you once had, but you can never forget. You tell him that the eye excites you and it scares you. You're unsure where to walk, where to look, what to do. Eventually, you tail out, running out of words. He places a plastic tray of steaming fungus in your hand. Next time, we can talk about some more. He smiles, but next time, you pay. He slams a heavy hand against a button on the burner side and shuts it off. The roar of the flames and impressive heat fades. Next time, then, sleeper. He waves you away and begins to oil the wok. Before you turn back to the alley, you notice the geometric patterns of circular scars across his forearms, each surrounding with a constellation of a glinting pin mark. You walk away as you do. You take a bite of the rich, spicy delicacy, sweet fungus. Your taste sensors light up like a fusion reactor. You'll be back. That was delicious. Drive. Alright, we got energy though. Should we eat again? Well, let's check out the slum doctor. Next comes from the call of the enforcer at the door. You shuffle down the flickering. We need to increase our energy, right? No, our energy is good. We need to increase our condition. You shuffle down the flickering hallway towards the open apartment door. You keep your head down and your shoulders high in the queue, trying not to bring attention to yourself. You were thankful for the tip-off that a doctor was operating out of this place. But now that you are here, you aren't so sure. The gang of horsemen at the door, the flickering light strips, the decaying hat block, they have all made the long queue a test of your nerve, but your options are few. Without a supply of stabilizer, you will die. You will. You suppress a shiver and shuffle towards the front of the queue. You're trying to find something to distract yourself. Look inside. You lean against the door frame and look into the apartment. The entryway is dark, punctured. Whoa. You lean in and see amber light filtering through a far doorway, screened with plastic sheeting, beyond which blurred shape move. Jerks you awake. Wait your turn, he growls. After a few moments, a figure pushes through the doorway as you catch a distant voice. Send the next one in, Toshido. The enforcer jerks his head and slips you inside, passing through the dark entryway and pushing through the plastic sheeting on the far door. The room beyond is bathed in warm light. The floor The ceiling transparent panel gives you a full view of the bright market's steel roof and buzzing traffic above, and for a moment you are transfixed by the motion. Hello! Come, sit, calls a sharp voice, and you see a silhouetted figure turn away, placing the plastic sheeting over the frame of a simple folding bed. You make your way across the room. She's pretty. The figure turns, and as they do, you see an expression of confusion flash across their features. They open their mouth as if to speak. They blink and then quickly regain their composure. Please sit. They gesture to the bed, then open a case of tools on the table. You sit. Sabine turns, a compact diagnostic scanner of some kind in their hand. They hold it in their eye. Remain still, please. Their tone is clipped and businesslike. You stare ahead, still dazed from their expression when you first entered. Fear, recognition, sadness, unmistakably etched across their face. How long have you been on the station? They ask. A few cycles. I nod. It's good you came to see me. They set the diagnostic scanner on the table. I'm going to start by assuming you don't know anything. They take your arm and roll up your sleeve, inspecting your synthetic skin. Your body is dying. They say it without ceremony, without drama, but not without empathy. SNR doesn't like to see its proprietary technology let loose to prevent bodies like yours, frames, as they call them, from being stolen, repurposed, or in your case, escaping. They are built in a process of so-called planned obsolescence. Decay rapidly when you're not regularly injected with stabilizer, one which remains the sole producer of. They look up. Sound familiar? Yes. Good. That may help. They swap out to your other arm, running some thin metal device over your skin. You feel your forearm tremble. I'm sorry, Sabine says. And are you sure if that mean for... And you are unsure if they mean for the cold touch or the metal or anything else. Emulations like you, sleepers, as most people know you, aren't classified as people in any of the surrogate systems. You have no rights, no status. They focus hard on the inspection of your arm. The arm has no reason to release stabilizer into the market. Looks up as to apologize again, but they stop themselves. I know little of this is of use to you. They turn away, disassembling the metal instrument and cleaning it. Silence fills the room as Sabine works, and then the silence gives way to tension. You stare at their back, willing them to say something, anything. Sabine turns to face you. I may be able to help, they sigh, and you see the darkness under their eyes. Hear the fatigue in their voice. They gesture to the door. You saw Choshiro outside, you nod? He works for my benefactor. Yet again, they are influential in the low end. They give me this space to work, run the door, and take the profits. At the same time, I have to fix up their enforcers, tend to their implants, sew up their wounds, take them away. But yet again has connections, smugglers from the Starward Belt, mercenaries working for the corporation on Ember. If they can source the stabilizer, maybe you'll have a better chance. Sets down their slate, their notes complete. This is dangerous and it'll be expensive, but I think we can do it. Thank you. Sabine walks away to the window, their face dabbled by the shadows of passing drones. Let's just see if this works first. I'll let you know when I have lead. You nod and leave. Sabine's still staring out, unmoving. When you reach the lower end of the market, you look back through the panels of the roof to see if you can see their face, but the room looks dark against the lights of the market. You duck your head and walk off into the crowd. Hey, so she's gonna see if she can get some of that stuff for me, huh? Okay. Odd exchange. What's this? No. You got really bad odds right now, so not gonna really do much. Sabine thinks you can source. It's gonna take a few cycles, so we have to just wait for Sabine to acquire. Okay, let's spend time eating then. Order. Yeah. I'll order some food so I can get more energy. Nice, energy and fungus fan. Memphis doesn't trust people, but he notices regular customers in his own quiet way. Nice, okay. So if we visit him, he'll eventually notice us. What's over here? Dock B. Salvage restore. It takes several seconds to reach the Starward Belt and return loaded with tracks and old wrecks. Oh, okay. So when more salvage is gonna come. Same thing with this one, right? We're waiting for more salvage. Okay. Let's just work. I think that's all we can do. Manual salvage. A debt called in. Wait, what was the tutorial? Some of them fill in automatically? Let's just work. 50% neutral, 50% negative. I mean, you don't get what a great word, right? Great words from a wise words from a great man, or you don't choose where you start in this life. Greatness is what you're doing. You don't get to You don't get to choose where you start in life. Real greatness is what you do with the hand you're dealt, right? So let's see what happens. Back in business. Now what? Dracos. You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a vast dark shape suspended below the dome. They flicker across scorched hull plates and bent structures, spilling from holes in the twisted shape. The cutter is huge and has been torn apart in some violent encounter. She's a beauty, isn't she? Draco stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship as it lower. Looks ugly to me. Yeah, she's beautiful, sure. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this. The ship descends slowly. Its interior is visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm at Drago's for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of this crew. What happened? What do you mean? He glances at you. Managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. Credit? We may have done well, but we can't afford a down payment on this one. He pats you on the shoulder. Don't worry. We'll make it back once we chop this beauty up. You sigh. The Dragos doesn't seem to notice. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reaches the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited. I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one. The drones start to crawl over the hull, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching you wonder if you arrived in a similar fashion. Locked inside that container, the wreck of the Essen Harp freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered. Or was that the container delivered to Dragos on its own, for your rebirth into the strange nation? You shudder. Perhaps if you could learn something about this ship, you might be able to trace the path that led you to this yard. Dragos squeezes your shoulder. After these past cycles, I think we are up to it. What do you think? You see the fading name of the ship embezzled, the Winter's Light. Let's do it, my boy, let's do it! He taps you on the back. Glad to hear it. Come back with a few, and we can make a start. A real beauty, Drago, he repeats, perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting, and they slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. So we wait. Upgrade point. New drive discovered. Paid off. You completed your first drive. Completed the debt and returned a favor for your first friend. You've completed your first drive. Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point to spend on upgrading your character. Access upgrades with the RB. Upgrade what though? Oh, okay. We're at 0, we're at +1, we're at 0, we're at 0. Huh. Interesting. Engineer. Condition is breaking. Oh, that's really good. Chance to gain energy after engage section. Discounted by 20%. That's actually really good as well. Chance to gain random scrap item. Engineering actions. Interface. Agent. Nodes give you double data rewards. I want to do this one. Become an engineer so that we can self-repair our condition. Dude, if we can upgrade a condition, it's gonna be incredible. Alright, so we have one more action of what we can do, right? This we're waiting for, right? Engineering. It's danger, dude. That's not good. Dragons happily pay you a fixed wage if you're up to it. 50% negative, 50% neutral. We have to. We have nothing else that we can do. Minus condition, but we got 6 feet cryo after that. Okay, well, that's it for today. Now, we just sleep. Again, with the skeletal ring of the station fills your mind, sparkles with glittering lights, like stars reflected in a winter lake. It is clearer, crisper than before. The threads still pull, but remain in pace, flickering with the flow. Between the threads, you see bright shapes cast in the shimmering light beneath transparent crystal forms. Follow the path of the thread across the ring. Throughout these forms, then leap off into the void. Oh. Impossible to parse, but you begin to try. Focus on the threads. You choose one that passes nearby and approach it. As you inspect it, you understand why you instinctively chose the one thread when you first saw them. They are not single lines, but rough, fuzzy things woven from data strings of all kinds. There's so much here, so many answers, so many questions. All you need to do is follow the path and open the boxes. You look out across this ghost landscape and exchange unseen opportunity. But then, that insistent tugging hand pulling at you. You look down again and see 2 lines, 2 threads pulling in different directions as if they were tied to you. Go to the second one. The second thread leads you in, pulling you deep into the station. Your gaze follows it, and this time you see something. A sphere shimmering above a strange, angular body. A pulse shoots out from it, passing over you like a torch beam, tasting you. The first thread leads out, away from the station into the inky black. Someone out there is tracking you, hunting you, following the thread to you. They are in ship, and the ship is approaching ever closer with each cycle. Time is short. We're hunted. Someone's out there tracking you, following your trail. It won't be long before they arrive. What? Hey, yo! I'm being hunted. Tutorial, the cloud. Something has changed inside of you. You can now access the data cloud of the eye, a network of decaying protocols and data caches. While there, you can use dice and items to access systems and extract data, but be careful, these networks are old and strange. Talk about this for you. Keynote. What does that even do? Interesting. Okay. Low end game. Passage into the low end. Input 60? You're crazy. Okay, we need to buy some food first off. Yeah. We need to get back our energy. Boom. Beautiful. Okay. Now. No. Trico's yard. We have a 100% guaranteed success rate on something, though, man. Danger. 100% positive, yeah. Woo! Holy! Plus yard clearance. Oh! Boom! Damn, we're doing good though. Okay. How's Sabine doing? She's gotta wait. Can't do much. Hardware. Sell components on scrap. Play the exchange. The follow chips and components in the exchange is complex, but a sharp eye and some tight trades can net you a good margin. Input dice. Trusted trader. Oh, but I'm not that good because I don't have that trait. -1. Input 1. Some stuff that I have. Trusted trader. Hey, 12 cryo. whole bunch of components, don't I? Nice. Trusted trader. Nice. We're getting money though, we're getting money. Okay, okay, okay. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Operator? That's us. Okay. We're being hunted though. Keynote? Snow impulses. Data actions allow you to extract data from the networks of the eye. They work like dice actions, but in order to unlock them, you must match your dice to the one displayed on the right of the action. Input 1. Oh! Okay. That's cool. 1. 3. Okay. 1, 3. A 2. Bypass. Huh? Oh, we're extracting data. Neutral outcome. Havenge data. What does data do? Okay. But what does that unlock? I get that. But what do we do with that? What do we do with that? Construction yards. Hey, where's our home? There we go. Alright. Let's rest for the day. Hunted. Yeah, we're being hunted! What do you want? They're gonna kill us. Please go like super slow. Damn, dude. Our freaking condition is not too good. The longer you stay, the better. 50% neutral, 50% negative. The longer you stay, the better. Perks. Sunbathe. What does this even do for you? Ah, we gotta try it once. We gotta see what it does. Energy! Energy is booty. As you close up, a voice echoes through the corridor towards you. Sleeper, wait up. Turn. Hey, Feng. What's up, my boy? Feng is coming down the corridor towards you, a wonky grin on his face. Hey, glad I caught you. Do I know you? Hey, he grins. You do now. Puts a hand on your arm. I've seen you hanging around. Just wanted to chat. You staying in that thing? He nods back to the container, shaking his head. Rough. It would be hard to get a start in the eye. He looks away down the passage. That's what that was it, old Erwin said. Ah! The eye opens for us all. Nice idea, but, well, not always very practical. He glances back at you. We do our best, but it isn't easy. We? Who's we? We pass together into the main walkway. Havenge. We are all one dysfunctional family. With systems. What systems? Everything the eye runs on, he runs a hand along the passage wall. This place is a ruin, but systems keep it spinning somehow. At least we try to. He stops you. Quiet passage. Look, that's what I'm here to discuss. I saw you around and, well, I know a little about you, sleepers. I have a proposition for you. He glances. This is not the place for it. I have an office across the way. Give me a cycle or two to prepare. Then, when we are settled, stop by. Alright, my guy. Thanks. In a few cycles, that'll be done. Still gotta wait on her. We're full on energy, at least. Maybe it's time we do some, should we do some, like, dangerous work in the shipyard? Construction yard. Endure. Get a freaking 100% positive rate. Let's go, boy. Boom! Yard hand plus energy. Let's go. 50%, negative 50%, neutral. That ain't good. So we're gonna get out of here. Then we're gonna do the data thing. Right, there was one of them that had one. Bypass. Oh, I need to increase interface. So I can get like a +1 or whatever. Neutral outcome. I have more data. I don't know what that is though. As you drift back from the nodes, something latches onto you. A thread strung tight around you. It tethers you in place. A taste. The voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. You see a distant glint of light shut off, and suddenly a shape in your eye, in your side, stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf, entity unknown, stringent processing. Please hold. Sentient protocol. The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circle around you in a binding. It is blinding for a moment, and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. What are you? The shape paces around you. Enough there is no ground for space on. Entity identified. Origin, surreal, cadence. The figure faces you expectantly. Sleeper, Espen Harp. Unknown, known. The figure's strange head rotates. Signature of and of course. Speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its head, thick, snaking, vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach you with intent. Stop. The figure halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity. Your identity is unknown. We can only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal right to sentience? I'm a person. Incorrect. You are an entity. All at once, Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste. The one for the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will interface. Sealed dock. An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not defeat her for my task. It glows with murderous intent. You lash out with all your force. Not a physical strike, but a focusing. A spike of interface leaping out like a tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. Wake up. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station light, shaking with fear. Hey, yo, what happened to us? Hello? Maybe I shouldn't go back over there. But we have no actions, so just rest now. Just rest for the day. And that's it. Wait, what? No, rest. Rest. Okay. Alright. Alright. Damn, man. We're declining. We're doing horrendous. How's it going with Sabine, man? Oh, Sabine. She's ready. The Slum Doctor. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshiro's implants like a cat's eyes. In the dark corridor, he nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. I have it. Sabine stands with a case open in front of it. Hook one out and rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how. Yet again, they trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if this really appears to be. I'm the test case. That seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle. Present in transplant operation, it is that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. Reframe unfamiliar part of each of your biological organs grouped, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by eliminating your entire immune system. Recodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein changes and act as passcodes within your immune system. The stabilizer reverses the passcodes, keeping your frames. Which means the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. The glass of weight, at least if the stabilizer is genuine. Let's do it! Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilizer vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. frame registering the initial injection, but with little response. The sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzing, trembling waves that disappears throughout your arm at incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness. You swim in darkness, muffled noise, like a argument heard in the underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window facing away from you. Awake? What happened? The stabilizer is genuine. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yatagami acquired a case with this stuff, but they did. Distracted. You should rest some more. But you're going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. Nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're going to need to pay for their next dose. Silence fills the room and they return to their glowing slate. Looking around the room, it seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder, how long have you been out? Sabine? Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Standing patiently by the door and fixes you with a glare as you leave. You lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of the sedation spinning beneath you. Yo! Let's go! Alright, let's freaking go, man. Now, let's order some food and look forward to a nice, hard day of work with Drago. What's this? Scrap rates? Oh, buy some scraps. Most of what comes in from the starboard belt is corroded trash, but sometimes something valuable can be found. Unload containers. The freighter crew are eager to get their payload to the Earth. They're waiting to anyone willing to help them. Ooh, let's freaking do this, man. 50% positive, 50% neutral. A neutral outcome. Damn it! 15 Cairo. Repeatable action. Scrap allowance. The big stuff goes to the ship. Few crates, but not much more. Scrap allowance. Buy some scrap. Okay. Let's work on Draco's yard. Let's go. Danger. Damn it. Potentially have a negative outcome. Oh. Let's go. We did good though, right? Alright. Let's rest for today. Hunted. Oh, being hunted, man. Complete active scenes. Complete any active scenes. What do you mean active scenes? Sabine? Prior stable 100. What do you mean active scenes? I don't see any active scenes. Active scenes? What are you on about? She's blinking. Buy a vial of stabilizer. I can't. Oh, I can. Nice. Alright, so we can use it when we need to. As you quickly leave the surgery, eager to be away from tortured care, you notice something wrapped around the stabilizer rack, clutched tightly in your hand. You open your hand, and a thin film, marked with holes and sigils, unrolls from around the vial. At one end, it has a hard metal strip, a handle. Inspect the film. You hold the cloudy film up to the light. It is permeated with an ornate pattern of holes. Make out a word among them. Passkey. Is this an entry key for somewhere? The metal handle is worn and pitted, but you can see a set of numbers imprinted onto it. 207F. And then crudely scratched into the low end. Oh, for a moment you consider going back to the surgery to return the key, but then you quickly think better. Did Sabine want you to have this? We gotta go to the low end. Upgrade point. Let's go! Alright. Yo. planned obsolescence. Brought yourself some extra time, one vial at a time. Alright, time to upgrade. Let's freaking upgrade. What can we upgrade? +1. +1 for efficient worker. Nice. I'm an engineer. What's this? Feng. Oh, what's up, my boy? Sleeper. Feng catches your attention as you approach the Havenage building. Havenage. Havenage? Havenage. Havenage. I'm just gonna say Haven building. Leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance, you approach. Easier to come in this way. Security, all that. He gives you a look. You know. He slams a button, and the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind you. You follow Feng inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators, diagnostic slates, and things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. This is a chorus of hums and blends to a single wave of static filling the dark corners of the room. Feng leans on a server stack and gestures around you. You like it? It's incredible. He smiles widely. I thought you'd say that. He taps a nearby server stack, which bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged from the sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over a towering block speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station, AE1, the one Solheim built. We had to invent new components, repair things we never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the Eye and think they're seeing a constant and concrete reality, but this system is a place of constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We're keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least that's what I'm trying to do. He turns back to your face among the flickering machines, hummingly all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections. You can, can't you? I can see it. Makes sense, right? You are between here and between the people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon, that's what I need. You glance at the lights around you, and they do seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Feng noticed it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're on the run. They are tracking me. He pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. Let's go, my boy Feng! There's a lot of old growth in this place, subsystems I can't see. Access protocols lost in time and decay. Secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below to hum. Even in Haven, there's old growth. Those whose roots trace back into those bad old days. You help me drag up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours. He winks. What do you say? I'm in. Feng pumps his fist and claps you on the shoulder. Oh no. Claps you on the shoulder. He meets your eye. You won't regret it, Sleeper. Feng passes you a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift. He smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate, and you'll be able to pull all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. He walks back to the back of this. He walks you back to the front of the bay. Start by bringing me whatever you can turn up. Use that emulated mind of yours and see what's up there. Get a picture of how things are. Those above, he nods at the ceiling. I have granted me acquisition budget. I can pay you whatever useful data you bring in me. Yo, we have that. I have garbage to sell. Data. And put one Solheim data. Oh, I don't have Solheim data. Alright, let's just rest up for today. And you know what? I think this is gonna be it for today. I got a basic gist of what this game is, and I like it. I've actually never played a game like this. And I'm excited. I'm excited to try out something like this. And yeah. So that was Citizen Sleeper. I'll be checking out some more of this in the next stream. So, hope you guys liked it and enjoyed, and look forward to what our boy Grim can accomplish with his new life. Will the tracker find us? Will we develop a relationship with Sabine? And will we become buddies with Emphas after eating all his food? Yeah, it's gonna happen as soon as you order again. But alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, be safe. Boom.